Hi everyone, this is Satyam and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about the 10 tips that I want to give you regarding the online interviews. So during this pandemic situation, most of the interviews these days, they take place via online mode of Microsoft Teams, Zoom calls, Skype, Google Meet, etc. And in order to crack such kind of interviews and in order to grab the job for which you are being interviewed, you can follow these 10 tips, and these 10 tips are going to be really helpful to you in order to crack the interview with confidence. So let's get started with the first tip of today's video. The first tip is that you have to select a place where you have to sit back and give the interview. So the selection of the place should be in such a way, the place should be like neat and clean, it should be well lit, and there should be proper light facility on your face such that whenever you face the interviewer, you will be visible clearly. And you should also check that there will be least disturbance at that place, that none of the members of your house, they should not come up within the frame of the camera. So you should select a place which has least disturbance and which is highly lit. So this is tip number 1. Tip number 2 is the adjustment of the camera. Now, if you are choosing a mobile phone or a laptop, you have to adjust the camera in such a way that you have to appear within the frame, and the background should be neat and clean. There should be proper light, and you should be visible to the interviewer when they look at you. So the angle of the camera and everything has to be adjusted properly. So this is tip number 2. Tip number 3 is you have to check the internet connection, whatever mode you are selecting, that has to be seamless, and there should not be any connectivity problem while you are being interviewed. So this is tip number 3. And tip number 4 is you have to groom yourself perfectly. You have to look really good and groomed up while you are appearing for the interview. So, wear proper formal clothes, neat and clean. If you are a girl, then brush up your hair, and if you wish to tie it properly. And if you are a boy, then you have to groom your beard, and you have to have an appearance which is neat and clean and tidy and well groomed, because appearance makes a great impact during the course of an interview, and we all know that. So you have to work on that. So this is tip number 4. Tip number 5 is start 10 to 15 minutes prior to the actual time of the interview. So get seated, make yourself comfortable, and connect the link which has been sent to you for the interview, whatever it is, of Microsoft Teams or Google Meet, whatever, and make yourself acquainted with the software, whatever, or app, whatever you are using. You should know everything, like how to switch on the camera, and how to mute the call, and how to attach any kind of attachment if it's asked during the course of an interview. You should know all these things. You should also know how to type a message. So these things should be clear to you while appearing for the interview. So make yourself well acquainted with the kind of software that you are using. So this is tip number 5. Tip number 6 is while you are giving an interview, you have to look into the camera while you speak, because whenever you look into the camera, it will appear to the interviewer like you are looking at them, eye contact, and this will have a great impression. So you have to look into the camera. This is tip number 6. Tip number 7. You have to be fluent in English or whatever language you are speaking, and you have to be slow and clear at the same time. You don't have to rush through the sentences. 1 sentence, 2 sentence, 3 sentence. No. You have to slowly make up sentences and speak such that it's clearly audible and it's clearly understood by the interviewer. So fluency along with clarity is required. This is tip number 7. Now tip number 8. As soon as the interview begins, first of all, greet the interviewer and have a smile on your face. And before proceeding for the interview, you have to make sure whether you are audible or not. So politely ask, "Ma'am, sir, am I audible? Do I need to switch on my camera?" If they say yes, then only switch on the camera. And once the camera has been switched on, then you have to ask like, ma'am, sir, am I clearly visible? Once everything is proper, then proceed. Again, greet them, and whatever question they ask, you have to answer that confidently. They may ask you like, tell me something about yourself. Why do you think that you're fit for this position? What in the job description attracted you so much that you applied for this position? Why should we hire you? As and when they keep on asking you such questions, answer it properly and with the presence of mind. Okay, so this has to be done, and you have to stay true and loyal, and please do not try to lie or try to make up stories. Whatever you have to do, you have to be confident in that. And yes, so this is tip number 8. Tip number 9 is you have to be really confident, and your body language should reflect that. Okay, because confidence is something which matters a lot. See, the kind of content that you are speaking should be good, should be viable, and should be relevant to the job description, and your skill sets and everything, the description about it should also be relevant. But apart from all these things, the one thing which is most important is confidence. And if you have a smiling face, a genuinely smiling face, with proper confidence, if you keep on answering the questions, it will be very much attractive, and you will be preferred over any other candidate who will be underconfident. And moreover, if you do not know any answer to any of the questions being asked, then you don't have to straight away say, no, I don't know. You have to answer like, I'm not really sure, but I'll look into it. So you have to give such kind of polite answers for the things that you don't know, or for the things regarding which you are not really sure. So this is tip number 9. And tip number 10 is you have to have a positive attitude, that you actually want this job. You have to show your interest that you want this job, and you have to give your 100% for that during the course of an interview. So for that, positive attitude is required, and that positive attitude will actually be reflected in your personality. It will be visible to the interviewer that this person is interested in this job, and we should actually offer this job to this person because this person has a positive attitude and has all the zeal and enthusiasm to take up this position. So just have a positive attitude and give your best. And these were the 10 tips which I wanted to give you, such that you can perform really well in your online interviews and crack any job opportunity that comes your way. So with this, I come to the end of today's video. If any of you have any questions, any doubts, confusions regarding interviews, or if you want any help regarding the interview questions, then please post that in the comment section, and I'll come back with those queries of yours in another video. And one more thing that I wanted to tell you, if you have any kind of confusion regarding the resume writing, cover letter writing, and if you require any kind of help, then you can post me your resumes at the email ID which I'll be mentioning in the description section below. You can send me that, and on weekends I have a team of 3 people, and we work on those resumes and cover letters, and I'll get back to you after I'm done writing your resumes and cover letters. So in case anybody of you who requires any help, and yes, this is for free. So yeah, see you in my next video with another interesting topic. Till then, stay tuned, keep watching, keep smiling, stay back at home, stay safe. Bye bye, take care.